Marin Harrington will be our first.
Do you ever worry about your house, school, office place, or any building for that matter catching on fire? A fire can happen at any time, at any place. Even though it's not that likely a building will catch on fire, you always need to be prepared. But along with being prepared, you also need a way to know there's a fire before you walk right into it or if you were asleep. Even if you hardly ever think about fires, two men did and are now responsible for saving thousands of lives and keeping millions of people safe every day. In 1872, a man named Philip W. Pratt from Abington, Massachusetts, invented the first automatic fire sprinkler system. A fire sprinkler is a water sprinkler attached to the ceiling that automatically sprays water in the event of a fire. Even though this was a huge step in fire safety, it still didn't cover all the hazards that fires bring. For example, the fire sprinkler could only put out typically small fires, for the amount of water it sprayed was quite small. Also, the fire sprinkler didn't warn people in another room or part of the building that there was a fire. But then, in 1969, two men, Kenneth House and Randolph Smith, invented something that would change our world forever. The first automatic, battery-operated, patented smoke detector. In the event of a fire, all the alarms go off at once, alerting everyone in the building. From then on, the smoke detector became a new way of life for everyone living all across America. I feel the smoke detector is the greatest American invention for many reasons. Think if you were sleeping and a fire started. Without the smoke detector, you wouldn't have any noise to wake you up. It would be much more likely for you to get trapped or even killed. You could even die of smoke inhalation without even waking up. Some modern-day smoke alarms send signals to your neighbors if your alarm goes off. This would come in handy if you weren't home and a fire started. Then your neighbors could call the fire department so the fire wouldn't spread. Some newer models of smoke detectors automatically call 911. This would also come in handy if you weren't home and a fire started. The smoke detector is responsible for keeping millions of people safe on a daily basis. On average in America, there are 397,650 house fires each year. And of those fires, an average of 379,650 of them didn't result in any injury or death. Where in the 1800s and early 1900s, fewer than half the people involved in house fires survived or went unharmed. Having a smoke detector in your home increases your chance of surviving a fire by 53%. The smoke detector also led to a few other important inventions. The carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide alarms are modeled after and work just like the smoke detector, but they sense poisonous gases instead of fire. These also save many lives each year. The smoke detector will always keep you safe, but you have to be responsible for the upkeep, for the consequences of not doing so could turn deadly. Replace your alarm every 9 to 10 years. Also, change the batteries in your smoke detector at least once a year. This will ensure that it is always working. If you don't have a smoke detector in your home, get one. Once, my neighbor's house caught on fire. Then I realized how vital it was to have one in every single home. Having a smoke detector today will ensure your health and safety for the many years to come. And you can thank Kenneth House